In today's video, we're taking a look at how to dehydrate fruit easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do it. Everything that we use on the video, we're gonna leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot, thank you. So you woke up today with wanting to put things in your mouth. Hard, crispy, and dry. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. 2 connecting flights, down the stairs, up the elevator, but we got it. And the first thing that you wanna do is locate your fruit. And if you don't have any, we salute you. And this technique will work for any types of fruit. Next, what we want to have ready as we slice our fruit is a container with water. We also want to add some type of acid like lemon, lime juice. You can even add some citric acid. And what this does, not only it helps prevent the fruit from turning brown, but most importantly, the acidic solution enhances the destruction of potential harmful bacteria during the drying process. And that's why it's very important that we wash our fruit as well as drying it before we start slicing. And now that you have your torture chamber ready, now that you have the solution ready, we're ready to start slicing. And the general rule of thumb when dehydrating fruits or vegetables or meats is that the thinner that you slice the victim, the fruit, the faster the process will be. But also remember that the more fruit you have overall, the more humidity in the chamber you will have. That's why pro tips like opening your air fryer, your oven, your dehydrator, when you notice a lot of condensation a few hours in for a few seconds and closing it to let the moisture out goes a long way. Another pro tip, if the oven or air fryer has a looking glass surface, by taking a clean kitchen towel and removing the water content off of it, we'll get the job done a lot faster. And the great thing about dehydrating apples is that nothing goes to waste. What we have left, we're gonna use it to make homemade apple cider. If you want to check out that video, we're gonna leave a link on the description. And our last pro tip, as we slice the fruit, we want to place it on the acidic solution to help prevent any browning instead of waiting to the end and place them all in. And this is especially true when doing a lot of batches. And now you've done it. All your victims died by drowning. Now we're ready to remove the water from the fruit. And because we want the content to stay rated E, we're gonna act like we're saving the fruit. Because the enemy of dehydrating is humidity, water, liquid, we want to go ahead and pat it dry. And now the fruit is ready for its final destination. And the vessel that you use is up to you. At the end of the day, the technique will be the same. You can use an oven, an air fryer, a dehydrator, and if using the sun, we double salute you. We'll check back on you on a few months. And the temperature that we want our chamber is 135 degrees Fahrenheit or about 57.2 Celsius. If you're doing vegetables, you can drop that temperature to 125 degrees Fahrenheit or 51.6 Celsius. So now that we know what the enemy is, and that is wetness, and only in this situation, because in others, it's a great thing. And we're clearly talking about the pool, as you know. So knowing this, what we know is that airflow is very important to combat this. So placing a small space in between each fruit is a good idea. Using a basket mesh style rack is also a plus. If using a baking pan, lifting it up with some grates, or even using scrunched up aluminum foil to create some ridges and lifting the fruit from the flat surface where it could create condensation, humidity, wetness, liquid, whichever name you want to give it, is the way to go. You don't have to give it too much space because remember, at the end of the day, this is a party. So even though wiggling by yourself is fun, wiggling with others is also fun. And we mean as we work together to get this project done in a safe, educational way. We hope the editor fixed that part. But remember, the fruit is going to shrink, creating space by itself. And depending on the machine or the amount of fruit that you're gonna dehydrate, this might take from 4 to 24 hours. As well, you want to take into account the thinness of the fruit. The thinner, the faster. The thicker, the slower or longer. And something else that's gonna make the process a lot faster, if your oven, air fryer, or toaster has a convection function or air circulating function, This will make the process a lot faster. So that's something that you want to turn on in the process. If you're not using a mesh style basket rack, you can also choose to flip it every 2 to 3 hours using a flat spatula. The flatter, the better. And that's a pro tip. In some cases, if you notice the fruit is still stuck to the pan or rack, just letting it be is the best approach. As it dries, it will by itself peel off, because remember, the wetness is what's sticking it to it. And now you've done it. You watch paint dry. And what this means is, depending on the texture that you want your fruit to be, is when you're gonna stop. So that's why checking it every 4 hours or 3 hours is the way to go. In our case, by the amount of fruit that we had, the style of baskets, it took us 12 hours. So as you can see, they're dry, crispy, and we that can taste it is very sweet. And that's what the dehydrating process does. It makes it sweeter. And now you've done it. You can take things from wet to dry. Now you become 100% crispy. Don't forget, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.